Oh, hello and welcome everyone to Kenny Bear's Arms. Today I have a very interesting article that came out in the Minnesota Star Tribune here. Modern day machine guns. New accessories are amplifying firepower like never before. The Star Tribune tweeted out today this article that they released, and their tweet says, "Switch devices are making guns deadlier than ever." First of all, I'd love to know their their data on how putting an auto sear on a firearm makes it deadlier. I'd love to see that. That's funny. Second, this article, which I'm going to put in a link in the description below, you definitely need to check out. There's some pretty funny, interesting stuff in there. It's like your typical, usual like left wing, talking points and stuff like that, where they try to make inanimate objects seem scarier and more dangerous and stuff like that than they are and everything like that. And of course, they never go down the roots of, hey, these items are already illegal, first of all. They're very heavily regulated. And second of all, they never address like the issues of these are criminals using these items in the first place. It's not like there's law-abiding citizens going around doing this stuff. And they never address either like the root issues of this stuff. They never address the softness on crime. They never address the culture surrounding like this stuff. They never address like any of the really underlying issues around this stuff. Instead, they love to pull stories that are like mass shooting events and stuff like that, if you will, that obviously don't fit the main narrative of mass shooting events that the mainstream media loves to just sell everywhere they can. They have an interesting statistic here, shot detection system that in like Minneapolis area and stuff like that, showing in 2021 there was 7% automatic gunfire detected. 2022 there's 15% automatic gunfire detected. 2023 another rise of up to 19% automatic gunfire detected. And they talk about how easy in this article it is to find these switches and stuff and convert your stuff in here. They even have a fancy illustration kind of showing how it functions and stuff like that. This is a wildly interesting article to me. I definitely implore you to go ahead and read it. Check it out. And I love this part too. The police in Minneapolis are recovering 3 times as many switches used in crimes as they did when they first started tracking such devices in 2021. Maybe they should like take a more proactive approach and like prevent like these things from entering the country in the first place. I don't know how much of that even happens. I never ever see statistics on like how much like the ATF actually does do stuff like that. It seems like they wait for stuff to come into the country and then wait for bad things to happen with said things instead of actually doing something about like the stuff that is already illegal and a crime, getting ahead of it. They like wait for it to happen, or they like to go after people are more likely to surrender their rights and stuff like that because they are law-abiding citizens and because the ATF changes very stupid rules and laws and stuff so vaguely that you can get put away for stuff like that. Obviously I would love to see the ATF kind of taken away and defunded and stuff like that. I love this quote too. It's not enthusiasts who want to have a machine gun but can't afford a legal one. It's criminals who want as much firepower as they can get. And that's part of the danger, which is why us law-abiding citizens get our concealed carry permits. We follow the law, we carry lawfully, and we want to be able to carry in more places to protect ourselves because there are so many like crappy people out there that are like willing and want to do harm to people. But at the end of the day, they don't understand that aspect. And the other thing too is like I was talking about like the culture and stuff around this. Even in this article, they're talking about a rapper and stuff like that who is involved in like a shooting and stuff like that. How he has a song called "On Fully" and celebrates converting semi-automatic pistols into machine guns. It's like, So there is definitely some sort of correlation and culture link to this epidemic, if you will, as well. It's just a really interesting read of an article. And they even have a quote in here from an ATF Agent saying, "This is by far one of the scariest guns I've fired in my life, and I have a military background." Whoop-de-doo. I always love that qualifier. You'll realize why lots of roofs in Minneapolis have bullets on them. It's like, oh man, you got to check out this article. It is a crazy, fun, interesting read, especially on the heels of like New York and California trying to pass legislative stuff regarding background checks on 3D printers and everything like that. It's just really interesting to see all this stuff. I just also find it mildly entertaining and funny too. Just the fact that it's like, you know, if you're just going to keep passing more laws, expecting them to fix what's going on in the world and stuff like that, and you don't see any actual changes. They are literally showing the numbers going up year by year. It's like, you guys, you can't, that's the definition of insanity right there. You keep passing more and more laws, expecting these laws to address the underlying issues that have been there for years and years and years. The laws aren't going to fix it, you guys. I don't know why we keep doing that. And at the end of the day, it just hurts the actual people that give an F, the law-abiding citizen that, at the end of the day, it just hurts the people that actually want to exercise their Second Amendment rights lawfully, correctly, responsibly. I just don't understand. It's like I said, check it out. It's really entertaining. It's an interesting read. I've kind of ranted on it enough as is, but definitely check it out. It's wild. Obviously, it's the same old story that you keep hearing, but it's just, I still find it really interesting, you guys. Take a look at it. Description below. Like, comment, consider subscribing. Let me know what you think about the article below, because I'd love to read your comments on this one. Wildly crazy fun stuff. It's insane.